Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Sheldon Barlett-Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. I hope all of you are doing well. Everybody's hanging on in there and doing your best to make things make sense for you. Happy Friday to all of you. I know I got some backfeed here. Forgive me. Happy Friday to all of you. I'm excited about the weekend. I'm excited to be able to relax. I have a busy week next week. Temple University goes back to school, so I'll be teaching there. I think that a lot of you saw the announcement that I'll also be teaching 4 sessions at Drexel University in February, so I'm prepping for that. So it's a busy time. Super excited about all that's going on and excited to continue to connect with all of you. I am, as you should know, or maybe you don't, if you're new to the madness, I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. We connect remarkable women to inspiring stories. And we do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and our real connection. So thank you so much for continuing to join me. I do this Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern. This is segment number 201. Yesterday was segment number 200, and we talked about consistency, and I hope that you guys were inspired by the consistency of the madness in which I've been creating over and over again. I hope you guys are feeling good about where it is that you are and all the things in which you guys are doing. And then today we're going to be talking about boundaries. I know. Some of you have clear boundaries. Hello, Jen. Some of you have clear boundaries with those individuals in your life, in your space. Some of you are having a hard time setting boundaries and therefore value. Hello, how are you, darling? Good morning, Orenthia. Hello, Bianca. My goal is for us to really look at what it is that we're doing and then understand it as it relates to our goals, as it relates to our objectives, but then also be clear on the boundaries we need to set. The boundaries we need to be clear on and set in our life. I don't know how many of you out there feel this way, but I am a yes person. You know, until recently have I become a maybe person. And then now I am I don't have time person, right? But I used to be a yes person. Everything was a yes. If somebody said that they wanted me to do whatever it is that they wanted me to do, even if I didn't have the time or the resources, good morning, Carol, I was there. I was there giving of myself. And I don't want to change. Good morning, Gail. And I don't want to change who it is that I am fundamentally, because I am a giver, right? I'm a giver. I'm somebody who if I have it, you can have it. My mother used to say that to us in the line. I don't know how many of you went shopping with your mother or still are lucky enough to do so. And then the line came. And now that I'm a mom, I understand the frustration of mothers when you're in the checkout line, right? When you're in that checkout line. And all of those things are coming at you. Like the stores do that to torture us moms. And they did that to torture my mother as well. And at the time, we were always in a good space. But she would say to me, Sheldon, we don't have it. She was very transparent and lovely in that way and very honest with us, even when we were young. And she said, always know if I have it, you can have it. If I don't have it, there's nothing to give. You can't squeeze water from stone, she used to say to me. I think she still says to me. You can't squeeze water from stone, Sheldon. You can only do what you can do. All of those scenarios, she was setting boundaries. She wasn't allowing for me to daydream about the candy bar or what it is that was completely unnecessary. And now I wish it was just a Snickers bar that these kids want. My daughter wants this dippy cup that you dip the candy into the sugar and then you lick the sugar. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Shout out to the sugar dipping people, but unfortunately, we're not participating in that on the exit of the store. You have to set expectations. And when I'm saying even boundaries, a lot of us think about it in big terms, right? I'm going to negotiate that contract. Good morning, Lisa. I'm going to, be able to determine whether I'm going to buy or purchase something large. I'm talking about small things. The engagement between my daughter about that sugar-filled disaster in the exit aisle of a Target was not a huge negotiation, but she's clear that she doesn't ask for me for nonsense in the aisle of the Target. I've set a boundary, even if it is with a 9-year-old. Setting those boundaries allow for you to have control over your life as opposed to having your life have control over you. The majority of us have schedules that are filled with things in which we do not need to do, which are not a priority, which will bring us no joy, which we don't have the resources to complete, which we don't have the resources to even get through it. But we're doing it, and we're doing it begrudgingly. And we're doing it with all the effort that we'd be doing something that was productive. The boundaries need to be set so you can spare your energy for things that serve you versus giving your energy to things that don't. The boundaries are to provide you selfishly with joy. And I think that for a lot of us is the problem, because we feel guilty. We feel selfish by not saying yes to everything, by not saying, oh my gosh, do you need me to pick up, drop off, do. The goal is to be reciprocal. And those that help you, you should be able and willing to help them. But there are some of us that are dealing, that's not the example that's not even what I'm focusing on now. I'm focusing on the things that do not serve you. I'm not focusing on trading back and forth for carpools to soccer games or dance. I'm not talking about, oh my goodness, do you need me to pick up your kid or pick up this? I'm not talking about those gestures. I'm talking about things in which exhaust you, things in which do not serve you, things in which you have no business doing. But for whatever reason, in the back of your mind, there's this guilt-driven obligation in order to do something that doesn't serve you, that's going to take up your time and exhaust your resources simply because you must set the boundaries. Not because you are a mean person, not because you don't wish that other person success, but because your cup is full. Because you are filling your cup with things that serve you, your business, both personally and professionally. You are allowing for the energy in which you possess and the 24 hours in the day in which you have. Because at this point, I've tried for 26 hours and it is not a thing. So the only 24 hours, that fixed amount of time, you must control that time, or that time controls you. And so what you have to do is be able to determine what boundaries you need to set. And that could be as simple as negotiating with a 9-year-old in the aisle of the Target on the way out, or negotiating a contract in a larger scheme of things. Identifying what meetings to go to, or where to spend your time, or how you lend your voice, or if somebody wants to pick your brain. You have to be able to set some boundaries as it relates to that. Be able to determine if this is going to serve you. If you want to serve that individual or that opportunity, you get to control that. And you're not bad or mean or unkind if you fill your cup first. It's very much that airplane analogy, right? You must make sure that you have oxygen before anybody else does. And I can only imagine that will be challenging when met with that actual request in a dire situation. But those that are givers, those that are constantly, I'll do it, volunteering, I see you out there, the volunteers for the volunteers. There's always somebody in the back that seems calm, cool, and collected, never puts their hand up, and also seems to have a ton of free time, and frankly, a smile on their face. Because they are not overextended. They're not overly tired because they have set their boundaries. They know that they are planning on relaxing. To us, that means doing nothing, right? But to them, it's how they create their balance. It's how they reset their mindset. It's how they enjoy their life. For those of us who are busy, those of us who are in the business of being busy, if we have on our calendar relax or have nothing, there's a sense of guilt in the fact that I'm not filling that with a request from someone else. But in that space, in that relax, that is what I am charged to do. The boundary will set forth and say, Sheldon, this time doesn't belong to anyone else. It actually belongs to you. And it's not a waste of time for you to invest time in yourself. So setting boundaries are important. Allowing for those boundaries to be clear. A lot of you are like, I set boundaries. They don't know what you're talking about. You're not clear with the boundaries. Well, I kind of said they should know I'm tired. They should know I'm busy. They should know not to ask me. When they ask me, I don't know what to say. But we have that friend, that cousin, that spouse that has no problems being like, nah. And for whatever reason, when we hear that, we feel obligated to be like, okay, I'll help. Knowing that we are exhausted, knowing that we are tired, knowing that we don't have the resources, knowing that our cup is full. And so today I want you to look as you sit, ideally, hopefully, and relax a bit over this weekend, and you evaluate what it is that is on your plate and the relationships you have and the opportunities that are about to come your way, and you are able to create realistic boundaries, unapologetically setting terms for your time, Making sure that those in your life value you because you value you. You value your time, you value your resources, and they're not to be just given out willy-nilly. There are other people folks can ask that aren't depleted, that aren't tired. There are other people and resources they can seek in the event that your cup is full. The boundaries are up to you, but the clarity of the boundaries are also necessary. It cannot be left to assumption. What you want somebody to do and what you want somebody to say and how you want people to stay away if this is a controlled piece of time. Now, some of us have little ones, right? And some of us, are giving of our time, right? We have birthed time suckers that come and they need us. But we also need to designate within that time for ourselves, not out of selfishness, but out of clarity, so I can get organized. Nothing's worse than a mother that is depleted. Nothing's worse than a CEO that can't see right. So what I want for us all to do is I want us to set those boundaries and allow for our schedules to be managed by us as opposed to our schedules managing us. Allow for us to look at what the morning looks like as we create our today list and say, okay, what do I have to do? And is this a priority? Is this where my energy and resource should lie? Or is it okay saying, not today? Not today. It doesn't fit in my schedule. How many of you have tried to make an appointment with someone and they said, I'm not free until, let's pretend today's January, I'm not free until March. And you're like, they're free. No, they have boundaries. They say from a specific time to a specific time that they can meet. From a specific time to a specific time, they are available. They have decided that they don't need to exert and give everything of themselves in order for that to make sense. I want you to be able to focus. I want you to be able to reward yourself with the boundaries in which you deserve. You deserve to be working towards a peaceful life, a strategic plan. Give yourself an opportunity to breathe and look at your calendar with not bated breath full of anxiety in a schedule in which you control. So we're going to work on our boundaries. We're going to enjoy our weekend, and come Monday, we'll have control over what is in our cup and what fills it. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. I'm looking forward to chatting with all of you on Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern. I provide you with a morning message in hopes that you all find your marketing voice, that you're able to tell your story, that you no longer whisper your wishes, but you in fact scream your dream. This Is It Network is your global digital TV network connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. I will see you on Monday. Again, don't forget, tell your story, scream your dream. Follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV, and log on to thisisItTV.com for more information. Take care, guys.